Hi, beautiful people. This is Greg, and I want to share with you um, how to roast coffee. Now, I announced to some friends on Facebook earlier this last week that I started roasting my own coffee. And the reason why is because I'm saving about 60 to 70%. I was spending about 14, 15, $16 for a pound of coffee with a local roaster here in Portland, which I love, but it gets kind of spendy when you're buying that much, probably 4 bags a month. So that tends to add up. So this way, I'm roasting my own coffee. It's simple, very effective way, and it's coming out just the way I like it. So I'm going to share with you what you need, how to do it, what to look for in the bean, and have a lot of fun. So here is what is needed in order to get this thing all produced. And so you have a timer, which is going to be essential, measuring cup, wooden spoon, of course your beans, and a couple of strainers you're going to use for cooling the bean off once they're cooked. Now, I've opted to go with roasting it with a popcorn popper. So, um, just a preface: this is not designed to roast beans. It's designed to actually, pop corn. So be aware of that. It's a chef made. It's 1100 watts. I wouldn't go any less than 1100 watts, just for the cooking time and getting the roast proper, from what I've read and what I've seen on the internet. So I'm going to share with you what the bean here is in its green form and once it's cooked. So you want a nice satin finish to the bean. So what you'll be hearing is what's called the first crack, and then also the second crack. And that's what's going to give it that nice satin finish that you see there on the bean. So let's get started. All right, so I chose a Costa Rican blend, and it's from a local company here in Portland called Mr. Green Beans, and you can find them online at DIYcoffeeroasting.com. I know there's a couple others online you can go to, but I love to support local companies here, and so I went with them. So I'm going to go with what they suggest, which is a half a cup of the green beans. And this was $6 for these. So that is what it looks like. So the green beans. So I'm going to turn this puppy on. It's plugged in. We're going to take a look at it here. You kind of want to stir this up, get it going here, because the bean is a little bit heavier when it first starts out. You kind of want to help stir it, get it going a little bit. And what you'll start to see is some chaff coming out off of the bean itself. See it flying out. There it goes. So that's why I bought this spoon here. so it kind of cuts that shaft. And it's starting to smoke, which is good. I'm going to turn on the vent. Now doing it inside, that's kind of noisy, and it's going to create a little bit of a mess with this chaff, but no big deal. So let's take a look at the bean here while we've got it going. So it's starting to turn a little bit of a nice brown golden color. Starting to cook, the bean becomes lighter and it starts clumping up, getting bigger and bigger. So we're a couple minutes into the roast. And we haven't heard the first crack yet, which is good. We want it the first crack about 4.5 minutes. So what I used here is just a simple like grease. There's the first crack. Let's start. A grease catcher. And I bought it at a dollar store, and I just ripped out the screen for it. So $1, you've got a nice chaff catcher. Okay, I want to see if you can hear some of the cracking here on the first crack. You can see it's a little bit darker, kind of milk chocolatey color. And it's starting to get that first crack. That's what we want. Yummy! Smells like grass. This grassy smell to it, and once it starts really roasting, then you're going to smell a little bit more of the bean itself. got most of the chaff off, so I'll put this down. Now the reason why I put it in a box is to help kind of control the mess, and if you're doing this outside, which is nice, because you don't have to clean up the mess later on, you can control the heat by flipping over the lids on it, so you can control the temperature of the roast. Now outside right now it's about 50 degrees, so I'm not going to go out there, but it'll help control the heat if you flip that lid over. So we're pretty much all done with the first crack. And we're about 5.5 minutes into the roast. Now let me take a look here. Now you see it's got a nice dark heat to it. As you notice, the beans get lighter and lighter, so you see that they're starting to come out of the cylinder. That's why I have the spoon there. Get back in there. Now in about a minute or so, you start hearing the second crack. Looking good, smelling good, yummy. So this popper, basically I got at a thrift store for $5. You can get them brand new, probably at Target. This chef-made model for about, I believe, about $15. And the reason why I got the roaster at an angle is because rather than just having it go in a circle, it's kind of going in this elliptical, throwing the bean in this elliptical way. Okay, so I'm starting to hear just a little bit of the second crack, which is key. There we go. So you really want to pay attention at this point, because the beans will be starting to bust. And I'll kind of show you what that looks like. So I don't want to do a Starbucks, which really gets the real bitter kind of a taste to it. Okay, that looks like about it. Give it one little bit more. Yowza! Yeah. You want to pull these puppies down as fast as possible. That's why you have two strainers here. Yummy. Once they cool off enough, you're gonna lay them out for about an hour or two, about 2 hours. Let them outgas, and then you want to put them in a jar and put the lid on loosely, and let them settle for about 12 hours minimum, 16, 18, up to 24 hours in some cases, depending upon the bean. And then you can brew them up. So, fun, fun, fun. So here, let's take a look at the final product here. Nice satin finish. They look beautiful. So, if you can see that right there, there's a second crack. You can tell the evidence of the second crack. You can pop the bean. There's a second cracker there. So, well, that's it. So, try it out sometime. I hope you enjoyed it. And thanks for watching. Subscribe and like it.